Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. I'm Mary Felling, physical therapist. Today I'm going to be showing you a really neat little technique that you can do to help elongate and relieve stiffness through the outside of the trunk, this lateral trunk line. This area tends to be overlooked when it comes to home programs or self-treatment, but it really has a big impact into shoulder pain and stiffness when it is left untreated for long periods of time. So let's get started. All right, all you're going to need is a doorway. You do want to make sure it has some trim on it because you're going to be holding on to that. I'm going to be standing a little closer to this side. I'm going to be elongating and doing a myofascial release technique on this side of my body. So pause the video for a moment if you need to get yourself inside a doorway and then come back. If you're already ready for that, your arms are going to come over. Both hands are going to hold onto the frame. So I'm going to turn around and you're going to see this from behind, and then I'll face you again. So it looks like this. My top hand is holding up just a little above my head. My other hand is holding a little bit below it. And my outside leg crosses behind the leg closest to the door frame. I am elongating this side. And so in this position, I just let my hips move to the right this way a little bit. And as they do, I increase the pull along here. All right, so I'm going to turn around. So you guys saw that, how I was gripping onto the framework, right? Okay, so let's get started. You're going to reach up, and this hand that's holding onto the door frame is actually kind of elongating that way. So I'm reaching and just giving a gentle elongation. My other hand is just here for balance. My outside leg comes around behind, and it is pushing down into the floor. It's not just landing there, it's pushing down into the floor. And as that pushes down and this hand reaches up, you get a nice pull through here. So let's go ahead and start that timer. And if you want more pull, you can move away from the door frame and you'll really feel it up high. If you want to feel this pull, this elongation a little bit lower, you can lower the top hand a little bit. And then as you bring your hip out, you'll feel more. Practice just getting into a comfortable position that is targeting where you want your stretch. I need mine right through here, kind of like on the outside of where my shoulder blade would be. So my hand's going to be a little higher. And that foot, I'm almost just thinking, elongating it down into the floor. As that elongates and this elongates, I feel this in here. You can also try playing around with rotating a little in towards making yourself look at the trim, the inside of the doorway, or rotating out a little bit, and you'll feel how it directs and focuses the stretch a little bit differently onto the outside of your trunk line. This one is really good for me. I feel it here to here, like right on the outside of my rib cage. That's where I'm tight. This is really good for golfers, for people who do a lot of caring for others, because you're lifting, reaching, pulling, bending, stooping all day long. And this helps get just a nice full elongation along the outside of your body. And when you're done, you would go to the other side and repeat this. So this is a John Barnes myofascial release technique, which means we're going to use a minimum of 5 minutes in the technique so that we elicit that piezoelectric effect, that bioelectric flow. And while you're here, you might feel yourself kind of elongating a little. That's great as the tissue is opening up. Just follow it. So I'm going to let myself move a little bit more over because I can feel this kind of starting to open. It's probably the muscle more than the fascia at this point because we're not at 5 minutes. But I'm staying in a position that has taken all the slack out. I am not forcing this at all. I have just gone to the end of my slack. That's all I've got, and that's where I stay And then maintaining the mechanical energy of elongation, or the stretch we're in. This elongation, after 5 minutes, when it's placed into a human body, it elicits that piezoelectric effect, and that electrical flow, that bioelectric flow, moves through the fascia. And when it comes to those areas of fascia that have been bound down, that are glued, dehydrated, it helps them to rehydrate, open, lengthen, relieves pain, gives you back some length, lets you breathe deeper, easier to reach up over your head, move around, twist. And now I can feel this here all the way down to kind of right in here now. If you're having difficulty standing for whatever reason, or bracing yourself in a position like this, you can try this sitting in a chair and reaching over to the framework inside of a doorway. You may not get quite as much pull, but you will be doing something for yourself. You will be getting some of this upper area. This is really good at the end of the day if you have been doing a lot of lifting and pulling and pushing, carrying. And what you're feeling for is releases. Myofascial releases feel like there's less pain in the area, more movement, kind of an opening. You might feel like, oh, I feel like I have space now over here. You're not cramped down and stiff. Feels like sometimes there's warmth in an area when fascial restrictions have been relieved and released from around a blood supply, and then the blood can get in there and warm up the area. All right, so we're coming to the end of our 5 minutes. You're welcome to stay here past 5 minutes. You won't injure yourself. You'll just get more and more releases as you continue to go to 6, 7, and 8 minutes. And at 8 minutes, you also get the benefit of the anti-inflammatory, your natural anti-inflammatory, which is interleukin 8. That gets released, and now you've got an anti-inflammatory working for you to reduce pain. All right, everyone, thank you for joining me in today's video. Take good care of yourselves. I encourage you to subscribe to this YouTube channel so that each time a new video comes in, you can get it immediately and take care of yourself as an ongoing program. All right, I'll see you in our next video.